Well, hello again after a rather long hiatus. Um, I went on vacation for about a week. I took vacation for about a week. I didn't announce that because you don't tell people you're going on vacation. You just kind of go unless they need to know. Then I got back and promptly got sick for a week, most of a week. So, and then there was Memorial Day yesterday, which I kind of went, I'm still enough sick, I'm just going to take that one off. But I'm back, feeling pretty good, almost completely over my illness, and ready to have at things again. I did do some work here and there as I was sick and whatnot, but I just didn't do any videos. So one of the things I've been working on is, now that I've got all of the basics, I've got the graph database, vgraph, dcap, ptree, nPipes kind of set. I've been working on the Trepo API, trying to figure out, okay, what needs to happen where. And I've done a little bit of restructuring. So I'm thinking what this Trepo API is actually a series of API sections. So there's one for vgraph that contains like commit, patch, and clone. There's one for dcap, one for ptree, that's the CRUD interface, one for nPipes, which is like raw queries. And then there's traversal, which is an API that is specific to Trepo that kind of uses ptree and nPipes, both. And then search is kind of queries vgraph using ptree. It's kind of its own thing. It uses an embedded, or uses Elasticsearch backend for that. So that being said, I've got some major restructuring to do on Trepo itself, wondering if do I go multi-module, do I just do I have Trepo with Trepo server, how is this going to be used? So I've been working through some things like that. Just working on that. Then there's that. I also found a major oversight in nPipes where there is no way to take an optional path. Say you go to a marriage and you want to get the date and the place, but if you go to the date first and it doesn't exist, it will actually cut out of it'll stop the traversal because there's no date. But you still want the place, but the place may be there. So you've got this problem where you want to go down an optional path, and that requires traversals within traversals, which is fine theoretically, things to work through there. And then the last thing I've been doing is Rootstech presentations. I want to have those done by about June 12th, 15th-ish, right around there, which is 2 weeks away. The proposals for those. I'm going to propose 2 talks or 2 presentations. One is a business proposal, business-related one for the business people at the Innovator Summit, and the other one is for developers. So the business one is kind of along the lines of an analysis of the set of problems that Trepo set out to solve. Things like, okay, you have public and private. How do you have some things public and some things private, and be able to manage that, to be able to collaborate, bring people in, and manage that environment? How do you disagree? How do you as a developer, how do you build these applications? Things like that. That's what that talk would be focused on. Specifically saying, well, if you want to hear about a piece of software that solves this, go to this other talk. And the second talk is, I'm consulting my notes over here. I've actually been working on these. I'm not quite ready to share them with you, but I will soon. Is Trepo, a solution to public-private collaboration. It talks about what are the goals for the project, what does it solve, what can it do today, talking about the public-private collaboration disagreement, that type of thing. So I've been working on those 2 proposals in sync. You got to do things like a title, a description, a tweet, 5 questions, the outline for it, how long each is going to take, kind of the preliminary set of slides, all of those things necessary to give a really good proposal to the board. I won't actually find out until end of July whether or not I've been accepted, but I'm going to go for those 2 presentations. I'm also working on a proposal for the Family Search Developer Conference in fall. I'm assuming it's still happening. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try to get into that one and kind of bring up Trepo and say, hey, do give kind of the abbreviated version of the developer speech, kind of a mixture of the developer and the business one, and then just do a little bit of demoing, probably with the Tree Hub demo, and then just go for it. So I just realized I've done a lot of talking. That was the stuff I've done today. I've done other things. It's done and gone. So, but I'm back. I'm gonna resume the videos. Looking forward to diving back in and getting Trepo, getting Tree Hub demo working. Probably work on that a little bit tomorrow. Well, maybe. Not quite sure yet. But hello again. I'm back. Have fun. Take care. Go do some good.